Yo guys, what up? So we're gonna drop a quick little video here again from my community. A member was asking a question like how to add ripples to like a swimming pool water. So I quickly showed them that and a pro tip on how to add caustics to that swimming pool water. So again, if you guys are interested in learning more about Blender Octane, links down below. My name is Patrick LeVar. I've been making videos on Blender Octane for the last 6 years and teaching everything I know and giving it out here for free on this YouTube channel. If you want more one-on-one help, that's where the community comes in. Links down in the description. 7-day free trial. Enough of the jibber jabber. Let's get to the video. Peace.
All right, so I've made up a quick little swimming pool here. This is the quickest way to get like ripples in a swimming pool. I'm gonna put it. I've got a plane here. You can just see it's just a plane. A little hole I cut out just for the pool. And then what you do is add a new material to it. We're gonna add in a specular material. And there is our specular material. Let's give it some pool-like colors. There we go. And the easiest way to do it is honestly just add in a a noise texture into the bump. And we should start seeing something here. Let's turn up our bump maybe to 1 just to exaggerate it. There we go. So that obviously looks a little like more like ocean or a lake. We could just bring down the omega and then probably just scale it up a little bit, add in a transform and a projection and just scale it up. All right, that's kind of basically how I would do it. You can add some, and certain other noise patterns actually have like a special value to actually move it, so you can animate it if you wanted to. Can't think of a noise pattern right now. I think some of the Cinema 4D noises have a T texture or something, and you can slide that, and it'll actually make it move. That's the quickest way to do it. And then also, quick little pro tip here: if you want to get like caustics in the pool, like right now, you see we don't have any caustics. If we come over here and where am I at? Oh, I'm already in it because I was working on another render. So this would be your normal path tracing, and then if you come over here to fake shadows and turn that on, you can kind of get like this fakeness that doesn't look really cool though. If you really want and allow caustics, turn that on, and you don't really see anything happening. But if we go over to photon tracing, this will crank up your render times. We go to photon kernel, and then if you turn off fake shadows and make sure caustics is turned on, now you can see we've got like those.
Hey guys, do a big favor. If you're getting any value from this video, consider hitting that subscribe button so I can keep making more videos like this for you guys.
Caustics in the swimming pool like you would. And again, it all depends on your sun position. Really heavily plays on do your caustic cut through. So you can see how I move that around. And then boom, there's how you basically would get some caustic play happening. There are a couple of other render settings you could play with. Actually, this probably should be set down to more something like 10. These are our photon settings here, and you can choose accurate colors. So these typically right here are going to dictate how hard the caustics, how sharp and the caustics are going to look. 001 to 005 is kind of like the sweet spot. And these other ones are complicated to explain right now, but generally you can just get away with just playing with this one here, going from 001 to 005, more photon rings, more rays that are going to be bouncing. Like if you have something more thicker, like a diamond or something, you probably want to crank these up a little bit. So that's how you would also get caustics in your pool. And yeah, hope that helps.